Hi Kochie, my name's Julie. I'm a freelance editor and I've been working in media for quite a while now, but I just wanted to know how essential it is to have a logo for my brand.
Look, great question, Julie. I reckon logos or symbols are so fascinating, most importantly because their use dates back to ancient times, doesn't it, Raylene? And we see them in Dan Brown books and all that sort of stuff.
Absolutely, that's so true. Interesting enough, they became very popular in the 1800s because of mass production, and most of the population was illiterate. So the pictures and symbols were how they were able to recognise the products that they wanted to purchase. Logos now have really become indispensable today, and if you think of some of the startups that we recognise easily by their symbol, like Apple, McDonald's, and another one, Nike. Creating a logo is really like putting a face to a name of a business. And it's really important because it speaks to the essence of a brand.
Yep. And it's funny because although logos are so crucial for brand recognition, startups sometimes skip past them out of eagerness just to get going. So it really does impact on their marketing, doesn't it?
Correct. It's right, in their eagerness of trying to get their business, they often skip over this really critical step. But they need to understand is how will their future customers know what they do, what they believe in, and what they should connect and how they would connect with their business. And if people don't understand what makes them different, then how are they going to choose that as a business? So it's such an indispensable part. Often they grab a quick do-it-yourself kind of look, so then they look a little bit amateurish, and then it looks like slapdash. Right. So it's really important to take the time to make sure you look right.
Yep. So we now know how important having a logo is. What does Julie need to think about with the design process?
Yeah, well, there's quite a lot to think about, but it's really about what the brand stands for. Colour plays a significant role, for example. So if you think of orange, which is friendly and cheerful, so you kind of think Nickelodeon or Fanta, where blue is really showing strength, reliability and trust, a bit like Dell, Pfizer or even American Express. Considering things like sizing and fonts and positioning is also really important because you've got to go across multiple marketing collaterals like websites, business cards and brochures. So it's just so important that business should also look to refresh their business. An out-of-date logo can make somebody look entirely old-fashioned or just really not up with it. And so then they can often go to their competitors because they look like they're trailing behind.
Yeah, OK, so as a business owner, how do you know when you've got your logo right?
Yeah, great question. The best way, I think, is just really ask your clients and customers. You'll be amazed at the sorts of things that they tell you. And you just simply got to ask. You know, Snap has undertaken a lot of changes of logos. We're over 100 years old, and we've always wanted to make sure that we showcase what we're trying to do for our clients. Most recently, we brought the yellow colour forward because yellow really stands for optimism and warmth. And we also changed the A in the word Snap to an @ symbol because we wanted to show that we're innovative and we're up with technology, and we really want to provide products and services that will help our businesses grow.
And I reckon your Snap franchisees would see so many logos that if Julie had a problem, go and use them as a bit of a sounding board and say, oh, what do you think of this? And they'd have lots of experience.
Absolutely. I mean, we do everything from landscapers, plumbers to financial advisors. So right across the board, and we know what works, and particularly what works technically, which is a really important part of designing your logo.
Oh, yeah. What can be mobile enabled, which print's right. A lot to think about, but a lot of help out there, Julie. Great advice from Raylene. Off you go. Time to go and design yourself a brand new logo and also send it in to us. Send it in to Raylene and I. We would love to see the final result. And don't forget that if you want to ask Kochie, send your video into kbb@pinstripemedia.com.au.